Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the post-strike streams, where I, a voice actor, am no longer on strike, but I'm still dealing with the ramifications of it, and I'm still trying to shiny hunt for legendary Pokemon. But how are you doing? Lovely to see you. So many things to talk about today. And there are so many of you here. Oh my gosh, if you have not yet clicked like on the video, right now, 1 minute into it, if you would be so bold as to click like on a 2-hour-ish stream that you have no idea whether you're actually going to enjoy yet. If you are so bold as to do that, clicking that like button, that little thumbs up, right now would be so helpful. Thank you very much. But let's see who's here and let's say hi to people. And then we'll get into things kind of quickly because there's a lot of you here. So, Amelia, hi. Jupiter, hi. Confused Paladin, hi. Kieran, hi. Kevin, hi. Zach, hi. Onlara, hi. And yes, there are lots of things to talk about today, including Nintendo things and other things. Kevin's a gambler, but we don't do the science. Conor, hi. Oh my gosh, look, hang on, Jupiter, I think I did say hi to Jupiter, but I'll say it again if I didn't. Sky, hi. I saw Sky, although now I can't see Sky. There's Sky. Sky, hi. And hang on, who else? Zonda? I don't think I've said hi to Zonda yet. Zonda, hi. Everyone else loves Mud Xander. But not Homer Simpson. Cuba. Oh, well then if Sky might be able to do 1DA, so we need to hurry up. We need to make like Harry McIntyre and hurry up. So yes. Party dance. Hello. Oh my gosh, loads of people are here. Oh my gosh. Skyhide, the weird forgotten Disney superhero movie. Hang on. Are we talking about? Oh, I've forgotten the name of it. No, why have I forgotten the name of that movie? The animated movie, the one with the robots. Superhero Quad Squad 6. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6. Are we talking about Big Hero 6? Is someone talking about Big Hero 6? Anyway. Okay. Null still won't shine. 16.5k. Ew. That's not good. I'm actually having my own like old school style shiny hunting story that I'll tell you about in a bit. So if you need to leave early or anything on Lara, like let me know and I'll make sure I tell you it beforehand. But I'm sure it'll come up. But basically I'm doing horde hunting on the 3DS and I wish I had the shiny charm. I think if I had the shiny charm, it would be a more valid shiny hunting method. But I don't, and I don't have like I don't really have a way to complete the Pokedex, but I might. I need to see. Okay. Anyway, Buck. Here is what we need to do. Chat. My lovely chat. We have. Oh gosh. I tell you what we're gonna do. Okay. Hold on. So we've got our 3 tickets, but then we also have our wild card Pokemon. And I'm sort of almost thinking maybe because there are so many people here, maybe I should just ask about Nihilego as well. So could we maybe do something like you need to say strike, you need to say like I can do, you need to say any of those like legendary Pokemon, right? But then in brackets afterwards, could you just let me know if you have the ticket or not? If you don't have the ticket, I suppose you can also just not say anything. But, like, would you be able to say, so, like, Strike, I Can Do, Thunderous, Celesteela, Stack Attacker, or Nihilego, but also let me know if you have a Nihilego ticket. Because, obviously, we need to have a Nihilego ticket holder in order to be able to do Nihilego, okay? So, ready, set, bow, let me know, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know. Like Zach says, oh no, not horde hunting. Horde hunting should be a good one, but yeah. Okay, so let's see what we've got. This might be a bit hard to organize, but we'll have to kind of like really see Oh, wait, did Kieran change names after initially saying hi? Okay, that makes sense now. I was thinking, like, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So Conowat can only do Thunderous. So, like, so for example, I need to put Conowat... Oh, God, hang on. There's so many people here and Crammon's not here. Hang on, hang on. I need to put... On Lara, Conowat... Amelia, hang on, Xander, like Kevin is here somewhere. Sky, oh Sky can only do the first one. Oh, can Sky do Thunderous? That's also the important question. Okay, so hang on. Maybe if we begin with like Thunderous, right? Hang on. If we begin with Thunderous and we have like Conowat and Sky. And then maybe I'll try and find someone else who can do Thunderous. But let's see. So Confused Paladin can't do Thunderous. Okay, I might just arrange the first ticket first, just so we can kind of hurry up with Sky, and then we'll kind of figure out everyone else afterwards. Sorry, I know I'm like changing the plan now. I'm like, let's ask about all 4 Pokemon. But I forgot about... Yeah, it's probably best to just prioritize Sky right now, and then we can kind of, you know, work it out from there. Okay, looks like a lot of people can do Celesteela as well. So why don't we aim to do like Celesteela second? Why don't we have something like Conowat, Skywatcher, and like Kevin? Or something like that, and then Team 2 Celesteela could have, like, Lara would need to go in that team. And Kiba would need to go in that team. Kiba. Wow, there's so many people here today. See, if weekdays were like this, we could do this every day, but the problem is that weekdays aren't like this. Okay, hang on, let's just check. And then we'll figure out... Oh, there's so many people here. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Right now, let's aim for Team 1, like Conowat, Skywatcher, and I've kind of just thrown Kevin in there. We need someone with the shiny charm. Thunderous, Conowat, Skywatcher, Kevin, get ready. I'll get to you in a sec. And then for Team 2, we'll do Celesteela, and we'll have on Lara and Kiba in there. And then we'll figure out everyone else in like 20 minutes, okay? Like, we'll figure out the remaining Celesteela player, we'll figure out Stack Attacker, we'll figure out Nihilego. Does that sound okay? I just want to make sure I get things done quickly for Sky, because we are actually still kind of early, so if that sounds okay... oh, hang on. Wait, hang on. Confused Paladin... Oh, yeah, Confused Paladin can do anyone but Thunderous. So, yeah, so Confused Paladin could absolutely be in, like, Team 2 or 3. Have I messed anything up, though? Like, is there anyone else who can only do Thunderous, and I've just not assigned them in Team 1? Like, I've given Kevin their place. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that sounds good. David Abe! Hello, welcome. Okay, so if that sounds good, then let's get to it. I do just want to make sure Sky can get in there quickly with a Thunderous. So Conowat, Sky, Kevin, let's go. Maybe on Lara could be on standby or something, because on Lara can do Thunderous. Let's do this thing. So make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you select Thunderous. I am going to presume you all know how to do this. We're going to say, let's get a code up. Let's go 0913 and then 1109. Something, how about that? That's not confusing at all, is it? 09131109. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. You guys know Thunderous, weak to rock and ice. Those are both nice. But they're also not always the easiest thing to get, so we might need to rely on things defensively, such as ground types, Volt Absorb, and Lightning Rod ability Pokemon, particularly Manectric and Cantonian Raichu, who are amazing. But don't forget that we also have the electric-resistant trio of Dragon, Grass, and other electric types. And then don't forget that it has, in terms of its moveset, the Thunderous has Sludge Wave to do big damage, 2 grass types, and Furies. So don't forget about that. But it has Sludge Wave, it has Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Thunder. So 100% accurate Thunders, Water-type Weather Balls. If we change the weather, just be careful of its Weather Ball changing as well. Let's do this thing! Oh gosh, yeah, we had like a bit of a rubbish thingamajig last week, didn't we? I'm going to go with Lycanroc. I know Glalie there, but whoever, like Kevin can pick the Glalie. And then the rest of these, this is interesting. Lampent has Skittersmack for weakening. Mimikyu is just sort of quite nifty. Kadabra's like okay. These are all like, these are sort of like, we'll try and switch them along the way Pokemon. Obviously a Araquanid is terrible, but like Lampent and Kadabra, they each have their, like Kadabra could be a better like getting through the rounds Pokemon. Lampent, I'd say Lampent is better for Thunderous, but then Kadabra is better for just kind of like getting through and finding something to switch with. Whoa! Person with a Face back with another super chat. This is so kind. $10. Person with a Face, thank you. That's so, so sweet. We do just need to strategize, but I'll get back to profusely thanking you in a second. Okay, we do have some science like on the left. I'm just having a look at what are like the options here. There is is that Boltund? That's Boltund, isn't it? Boltund is okay with like Helping Hand. Mr. Mime has Helping Hand. I'm just gonna go to the right because I don't really want to fight like a Basculin with like a Lampent and a Lycanroc. But we could try the science if you like. Sorry, on Lara accidentally mistyped Scepter. But, right, at least I think that's Scepter, but it got blocked by, like, the autofilter. Person with a Face, thank you, that's really, really kind, and I really appreciate the continued support. Okay, Dynamax energy gathered around me, because I'm special. Or maybe it's just because I'm the person who's first up. I think it's more likely that. So chat, my lovely chat. Yes, so many things to talk about today. But a person with a Face, seriously, thank you for the support. That's really, really generous. Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. It's really funny. So, just a quick heads up. I hope this is okay. Tomorrow's stream is going to be at 11 a.m. So basically the time it is now, the time we started today, we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow, okay? I know normally I do like 11 a.m. Saturday and 2 p.m. Sunday, or whatever time it is for you. So I know normally I would be like starting 3 hours later than today tomorrow. That's not what we're going to do. We're doing the same... Did that thing just use Pin Missile, the slowest move ever? Yep, dang it. Okay, well, yep, I mean, perfect time to do some, oh, but hey, it only hit 2 times, huzzah! But yeah, terrible move to use on a Mimikyu. But yeah, so we're going to be doing the same time Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry I didn't really do any big heads-up announcement, like some of you may have seen that, like, oh, Saturday's stream could be at a different time. Than normal, and then I didn't really put an announcement saying, hey, Saturday stream is going to be earlier. Oh no, are we going to defrost it? Oh no, we thought it out. We did it and then we thought it. And okay, I'm just going to use Max Knuckle twice here. The more efficient thing to do would be to switch to my rock move now, but that'll just slow things down with the Sandstorm. And it also means I'll lose 1 PP, and I kind of want to hold on to my PP if I can, because I have a small bladder. So, there we go. Is Curse affected by Disguise? It doesn't trigger the Disguise or anything. Disguise is triggered by actually being attacked. So if you use Curse, you are like... your Disguise is still up. I think that's basically why they kind of give Mimikyu Disguise, because it's kind of a way of getting like a free Curse in, basically. So there we go. Whoa! 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 Kieran with a $20 super chat. Holy moly. Thank you both so much. That's so kind. With a $20 super chat. Wow. Wow. That is so kind. Thank you so much. Wow. This is... I don't know what everyone had for breakfast this morning, but that is very generous, and like, thank you so much. It's TV time. Okay, hang on. So, Linoon. I don't think we want Linoon, just because it's not really going to be helpful. But we could do Sky. If you wanted to do the science, you could. I don't really know who. Maybe Conowat could do the science, actually. Either if you or Conowat did the science, I think that could be good. And then we could see who needs to do the switch, like, later on or something like that. But I do think we could do the science and then the Boltund. Like, the Boltund could be a good switch for Sky, maybe. Actually, if Sky got the Center Scorch is super effective against Boltund because it has Scorching Sands. So maybe Conowat could do the science here. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I'm clueless here. But I think the science could be good here for either Sky or Conowat. I'm staying till the end. Kevin's staying till the end. But I do think this science could be good. I do think Center Scorch could be a good third place Pokemon, depending on what Sky gets here. If Sky gets like a ground type, then we don't need to do it. But Rotom, okay. Rotom's actually, okay. Maybe Conowat could get the Center Scorch. I tell you what, maybe if Conowat gets the Center Scorch, because Center Scorch has a really good G-Max move. And the G-Max move is, well, okay. Yeah, sorry, there's so many different possibilities here. I think Conowat should get the Center Scorch. But if we faced the Boltund, Conowat could get the Boltund, and you could use, like, Max Darkness, and that could lower its, like, special defense, although we don't really have a whole load of special attackers, do we? But if we had a... No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very confused. Rotom is, like, so kind of in-betweeny as an option. Unless, here's an option as well. If Sky had the Center Scorch, right? If Sky had the Center Scorch, bear with me here. If Sky had the Center Scorch, it wouldn't be G-Maxed against the Thunderous, but it could still just, like, use Flamethrower. And if the Boltund were using, like, Max Darkness, if we had a Boltund in 4th place using Max Darkness, then, like, Center Scorch and Boltund would, like, be helping one another out. So I don't know if, like, that's an option. It's just really hard because basically our Dynamax options are, like, all kind of neutral. So it's kind of like, which kind of neutral is the best neutral? Is having some resistance to electric with Rotom the best thing? That is quite helpful. But, it's just hard to know, though. So if you guys have any idea... Max Darkness affects special, though, don't forget. So, Max Phantasm is physical, and Max Darkness is special. It basically goes with the original Gen, like, 2 and 3, like, Ghost was physical and Dark was special. Even though Ghost should have been special and Dark should have been physical. It should have been the other way around. Shadow Ball is a special move. Like, every single Dark move that... I think it was, like, every single Dark move that existed before Generation 4 then went on to become a physical move. So, like, Crunch and Bite and Feint Attack and Beat Up. All these moves ended up becoming physical, but, like, apart from, like, Lick, every Ghost move became special. So... Whoa! G-Mani, hang on, there's another one. That's another Kieran. Sorry, it was in the same color as, oh my gosh, as the other one. But a $10 super chat. Field of Hopes and Dreams, just Deltarune lol. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, oh my good golly gosh. That is incredible. Okay, I think maybe if Conowat gets this, I don't think or Sky, as long as, like, one of you gets it. I think Rotom could have been good because of, like, the electric resistance, but just we really don't want a Linoon for the Thunderous is the thing. So I think we do want to go for Bolt On, unless there's something better here. But like Dracloak has the resistance. There is the Backpacker, but It's a shame. Bolt On does have Helping Hand, but if we have like Center Scorch and Max Darkness, I think this could be a valid strategy. It's not great, but it's something. Plus, I don't have a shiny of Bolt On, so that's why they included Dark Pulse. Exactly, yeah. And then Dark Pulse was kind of like so good that they just never came up with like another Dark move. It's funny when that happens. It's funny when that happens. It's funny when they like invent moves that, because that's one thing about like Pokemon games. Like it's just a lot of the new moves now are basically like signature moves for Pokemon. So like if you take a Pokemon like Espathra and it has Lumina Crash, and I'm sure they'll give Lumina Crash to like a couple of other Pokemon in the future, but like right now though, like it's got Lumina Crash, you know. I have Fake Tears. Should I use it against Thunderous? No, I would say just go with your Stab Super Effective, because it's Stab and Super Effective. Wait, hang on. Oh, we didn't Dynamax! Oh, the whole point was to Dynamax! Oh, no! Oh, okay. Okay, here's the thing. This is actually a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. This is actually a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. But if Linoon Dynamaxes now, Linoon, please, for the love of Nelly, Dynamax, okay? If Linoon Dynamaxes here, if Linoon Dynamaxes, we need Linoon to Dynamax, or we need to beat this turn. Here's why this is a good thing. Bolton, I can Dynamax now and use Max against Thunderous, right? Against Thunderous, I will be the Dynamaxer, and I will be able to use Stab Super Effective Rock, and Boltund can Helping Hand me. So now we actually do get the benefit of Boltund being able to use Helping Hand, and that sounds like a helping plan. So like maybe okay, but yes, Boltund. Yeah, you're gonna do that in the next battle, Boltund. Okay. So Boltund's gonna use Helping Hand to help me use my big, massive Dynamax Rock move. And if we do that, we should, in theory, in-game theory, win. Hopefully. So, again, I don't know what, because, again, Center Scorch did have the ground move, so I don't know why we didn't Dynamax there. But this actually kind of, because we were able to win this in 2 turns and everything, this actually worked. Yeah, so our plan is to hurl a big rock at it. Exactly. That is exactly the plan. So, yeah. So, anyway, sorry. So many things to talk about today. So, I know I said about tomorrow, like, sort of, I am sorry I didn't give a heads up that today's stream is definitely at this time. I basically put a post out saying, like, Saturday's stream could be at a different time. And then I didn't, like, confirm that. But the thing is, it was already scheduled for, like, 11 a.m. I already had it up on the schedule. So, so as long as Connor Watt switches here, this is a good thing. But yeah. I like how you got freeze twice, and both meant nothing. Nothing! I know! I know. So there we go. Nicely done, Connor. So if you use Helping Hand on Lycanroc, okay? Berries! If you use Helping Hand on the old Lycanroc, then this should be a good thing. Also, wow, Kieran's $20 super chat is still, like, visible on my screen, but, like, the $10 is gone. So the moral of the story is, if you... Oh, no, wait, it just vanished! Oh, wow, okay. But it outlasted the 10. That's the funny thing. Right, I've got 2 Stone Edges, so we have to beat this in 2 turns, okay? But, yeah. So, and then if Center Scorch just uses Flamethrower, more like a Flamethrower, then we should be okay. No, Sky, it's okay. It got very confusing because there were so many different possibilities. The plan always was whoever was in, like for Conowat to Dynamax during this fight, like that had never changed. But the problem is just all these options for like a 4th place Dynamax. Like there was a thing where it was like, well, if you do the science, we'll see how the science goes. And then it was Rotom, and then it's like, well, Rotom's like, okay, and it's like, well, we could have Boltund, we could have Center Scorch, like, you know, so yeah, like that part of the plan, like the plan was always for you to Dynamax, like that hadn't changed, and the plan was always for Conowat to be Dynamaxing here, like, so that part of things hadn't changed, so like in that regard, like you should have Dynamaxed, but to be honest, it's like this actually works better because I would rather Boltund be a helping hander than like a max darkness. Like that did a good amount of damage, that flamethrower, but I think making that flamethrower do twice as much isn't as impactful as making my max rockfall do as much as it did. Like my max rockfall did so much damage there. Like if Conowat helping hands me again, we've got this. Like I think basically, as long as I am like the first to attack here, and I get helping handed, then like this is game set match. So honestly, Sky, like this is one of the best mistakes you've ever made. That actually, I kind of don't know why I didn't really suggest that. Like maybe we could have someone skip a Dynamax, but I think it's just because like you did have like a super effective. Wait, who just died there? Was it Glalie? That was Glalie who just died, right? Okay, Kevin got KO'd. Wow, big surprise. Okay. So, but here's the max rockfall. So this is game, set, and match. Team 1. That was fun. Well done. Let's get some stars and sparkles. Sparkles and stars. I know I'm doing this very prematurely. We've got so many things to talk about today, and I've barely talked about any of them yet. And if you haven't clicked like on the video now, it'd be an amazing time to do so. It's time for Bo to shame his fans. Kieran is absolutely the top fan today with those super chats, and no one is gonna top that. Xander is in 3rd place with 100 XP. Kieran is in 1st place with 1,575. So congratulations, Kieran, on being the winner of the stream. But anyway, okay, so we should have at least 13 likes on the video, if not more. But let's see if Sky gets a shiny. Let's see if Sky can get a shiny. Right, Linoon's a no. You can't spell Linoon without no. Center Scorch is a no. You can't spell Center Scorch without no. Boltund is also a no. That's a shame. You can't spell Boltund without no. Why are these Pokemon? Thunderous. You can't spell Thunderous without new. That's not no, though, so maybe this is the time we will finally get the slightly purple Thunderous. No! Dang. But we do have a girl team, except for the Thunderous. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Well played, Team 1. So let's have a quick look. Bashful, serious, careful, and rash. Bold and rash. No, there's no bold here. There is no bold here. Let's have the Center Scorch, the Gigantamax Center Scorch that did not Gigantamax, but who I sort of funnily saved the day. So there we go. So well done, Team 1. Okay, so as we figure out Team 2, I will move through my other talking points. Okay, so sorry. So chat, can you just let me know? Can you say? So let's just do. Hang on. So could you please do? Oh, hang on. No, wait. I did the wrong thing. It's like template. So you're going to do strike, the number of times you've played today, so probably like strike 0. Team 2 is only partially assigned. We don't have the full team yet. We had 2 out of the 3. So that's the thing. I need to figure out who's in like the next team, and then who's gonna, and then we'll do the others. Because I just wanted to make sure we got that done before, because we had so many people here. I was like, if I actually perfectly arrange all this, like Sky might miss out. So we only had 2 out of the 3. So could you guys if you are already in Team 2, you don't need to do this. But could you let me know about like number of times you've played, and then let me know about Celesteela, Stack Attacker, and maybe also the Nihilego situation as well. We have on Liba and Kara, on Lara and Kiba, for Celesteela right now for Team 2, correct? Like, I do just want to check I've got that correct. But who else wants to do a Celesteela? Like, maybe it'll be Xander. Or maybe it'll be someone else. I don't know. So let me know. Ready, set, bow, all that stuff. Let me know. Let me know about Celesteela, Stack Attacker, and also Nihilego. And, like, if you have the ticket. I just want to see who's around. So that's the thing. Kevin could, in theory, in game theory, do the Stack Attacker. But let's just see who's around, because we did have a lot of people chime in earlier. Not a lot of people chiming in now. So, otherwise I'm going to give it to Xander. If not, it is Xander Day. Because, yeah, we had... But see, this is... I'm kind of glad I did this, to be honest, because we had loads of people earlier, and, like, no one's really speaking up now. So, okay. So we've got Kiba, we've got Kieran... Okay, so we've got... Okay. But Kevin can do Stack Attacker, so why don't we have something like... Hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Kieran. I knew you had it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do for now. Just because it is Xander Day, I am gonna give Team 2 to Xander. But then, Kieran, I'm gonna have you in Team 3 and Team 4, okay? I'm gonna have you host the Nihilego. Like, Xander will probably join the Nihilego as well, but I'm gonna have you host the Nihilego, okay? And then you can do the Stack Attacker as well. So if that's okay, then that's okay. Next Saturday, you may not be able to play. Okay, well, that's okay, Xander. We'll figure it out. Okay, so yeah, but because of that, let's give this one to Xander for now. So Team 2, Celesteela. On Lara, Kiba, Xander. And then Team 3 will have Kevin and Kieran. And I guess we'll figure out the rest of Team 3 in 20 minutes as well. We keep partially figuring out teams and then having to bail. But Team 3 will have Kevin and Kieran. And then Team 4 will be hosted by Kieran. So hopefully that's okay. We'll figure out things from there. But let's do this thing. Okay, so on the YCOM, let's make sure we're connected to the internet. Let's make sure we talk to the nice scientist lady. Would you like to anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure? I thought... I can't remember what Amelia said. But anyway, so we're going to do Celesteela, Team 2. So on Lara, Kiba, and Xander, please come on down. And let's do this thing. Let's go... Let's go 0913 and then 1133. That's not confusing, is it? 0913, so 0913 and then 1133. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. So anyway, I've barely got through any of my topics. So I do apologize that I didn't really confirm that today was definitely at 11 a.m., but tomorrow's stream will be at 11 a.m., okay? So just make sure... that if you want to join tomorrow, join at 11 a.m. I will put an extra reminder about it, perhaps, I don't know. So yeah, and then what, let's just see. Oh, last weekend, a thing I forgot to say about, I kind of can't believe this. So like last Sunday was Chong Yun's birthday. I did talk about that. But the thing I forgot, and I didn't realize, like, time is a scary thing, guy. Oh, fire and electric are the two super effective things here. You guys probably know this. It's like a Skarmory. It's like fire and electric. So let's do this thing. Oh, electric and fire! Okay. I mean, funnily enough, if we didn't have the fire, I'd be like, oh, let's have, like, electric and thunder, you know, like rain and thunder strats. But Galvantula has boosted accuracy, so its thunder is actually incredibly accurate. I am going to go with the Blaziken, though, because I'm a Hoenn boy. I like me my Hoenn games. And then we'll kind of take it. Oh, Confused Paladin can try and join the next one. Okay, if you want to be put down for Stack Attacker, Confused Paladin, we could do that. Are you here somewhere? Oh, maybe you're not. Confused Paladin got confused. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the next team for Team 3, Confused Paladin, okay? Right, oh, was there a Raichu to the left? Although, if we use Raichu, don't forget that it has Lightning Rod, and so that means Galvantula doesn't really work with it. So let's just see what other options we have, just in case there are better ones. Because we... Oh, crud. Because we can't have, like, Blaziken and Politoed, is the problem. Okay. I'm just going left for Electric. We'll have to be very careful. Maybe, like, we'll try and find some battles that need Bug Buzz instead of Electric. I'll use the Toad to hunt for fire. Yes, but in doing so, you then dampen my fire, is the only thing. Right now, I can use, like, Max Knuckle, and that's okay, but... Like, I think basically we want to get rid of Politoed here, right? Because Politoed is just going to be a hindrance for, like, the whole thing now. Right, so I'm going to Dynamax, I'm going to Max Knuckle. Yes, yeah, Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon. But here's the thing, it sounds like they might only give you, like, one code. Like, I have both games. But, like... But I'm afraid that they... Should Kiwa take Raichu, and then we can power up our Dynamaxer? See, that's kind of something I was thinking, that maybe... Like, we can... Like, we'll, like, use Thunder on Celesteela, and then just... It'll power up Raichu, and then Raichu will get powered up. Like, I was thinking that, too. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. Oh, Max Lightning... Yeah, this is why we didn't want Politoed. Gosh, okay. But we're going to get rid of Politoed after this, so it's okay. Right, Pollen Puff. And then Max Knuckle. So if we have physical moves, we definitely want to use them now. Like, Liquidation is going to be the better move than, like, Earth Power from this point onwards. What happens to a Toad when it's struck by lightning? Okay. Right. Blaze! Yo's boys, bub. We're on Team 2 at the minute. We do have Team 3 all lined up, but if you want to be in, like, a Team 4, you could be. But anyway, sorry, I need to get through... I need to tell my story. I need to, like... I can't tell, like, the first line of a story and then stop for, like, 5 minutes. Last Sunday, Chongyun's birthday. I did talk about Chongyun's birthday, but the one thing I didn't talk about, and this is kind of weird, it kind of shows how long we've been doing these streams. Do you guys remember last year, because, like, I was on strike and stuff, I couldn't, like, talk about... I couldn't sort of talk about a lot of the games I'm in. And so I did the joke where I said it's a birthday relating to a very special blue-haired character. That's right, it's Marge Simpson's voice actor Julie Kavner's birthday. Like, I forgot it was Julie Kavner's birthday, and then that came up on my social media, and I was like, oh yeah, I did the Julie Kavner joke. Can't believe that's been a year, though. That does not feel like a year since I made, like, the Julie Kavner joke on a stream. That's wild. Also last weekend, basically like the day before Chongyun's birthday was the day I got I received my green card. So it's been 2 years since I've, like, physically had my green card, and filling in paperwork has been a whole lot easier. Viper! Hello, welcome. Ooh, who do we go for? Does Galvantula... Oh, we have fighting moves, so maybe Bisharp is better, and then Liepard, actually. I'm more inclined to go for Bisharp, just because we have all these, like, fighting moves. I know Marshtomp is cool, but I'm more inclined to go for this. Maybe if Rabombi just uses Fake Tears on Celesteela, that could be a good strategy. Like, if we have Fake Tears, using electric moves to power up... Using electric moves to power up Raichu, and then Yeah, like maybe that could, and then like I'll use like special fire moves, and then like that could be the strategy for Celesteela. We're a bit weak to ground. That's also what I was kind of thinking. Like we have a lot of electric, and then I'm a Blaziken, which I hadn't considered. I hadn't really considered much of I'm a Blaziken, but I was thinking, the electric's not good. So Kevin, you remember that joke I was actually thinking about during the birthday stream? Yeah, I'd forgotten. I completely forgotten I'd made that joke last year. But yeah, so if you're allowed to, that's the thing with the GameStop thing. I'm a bit concerned they're only going to give you one code, and it's like, but I have 2 games. Like I have 2 games, so I need to have 2 codes. I have 2 games, I need 2 codes, and I'm just a bit worried, because the code's only going to work once, is the thing. So it's like, so I'm basically either going to have to probably choose between a Koraidon or a Miraidon, and that's really annoying. I think they'll be willing to give you one of each. I don't know, they kind of weren't for... I had another thing where I needed 2, and they only gave me 1, so... But we'll have to see. Hello, my name is Guy Incognito. Or hello, my name is Mr. Burns. Those are the 2 Simpsons moments I'm thinking of. Or there's also I'm Mr. Snrub. Is also a third. There you go. There are 3 I am pretending to be someone else Simpsons jokes in like 10 seconds. But yeah, so yeah, happy 2 years since I got my green card. Happy 1 year since I made the clever Julie Kavner I'm wishing a character happy birthday without wishing them happy birthday joke. Okay, and then Lipard. And we've got like bug moves that are super effective here. So yeah, Lipard is definitely the good choice here. I come from someplace far away. Is it someplace far away, or is it a place somewhere far away? I actually can't remember. Right, supplies, air supplies. I'm going to go with an expert belt because I am super effective. So that's super. Electric seed could be good, I suppose. Xander, I was going to say, I did actually see you online on Monday night on Pokémon Sword. I don't know if you were just sneaking in some extra DAs or whether you turned on your Switch and turned on the game accidentally. But it's funny, I was gonna like message you and like offer to like, hey, if you're playing some DAs, like I can join you if you like. But I'd had my COVID shot, and so I was like, and I was starting to like feel the effects of it a little bit. I was like, no, I should probably like sleep. And then I woke up like a few hours later, at like 3 in the morning, because then I really was beginning to. I didn't feel like much, but like you know, I just sort of like had a bit of a chill and like just like a little bit of a chill. I know I say don't turn 1 close combat, but I think if we are all very aggressive here, I'm only going to need 1 attack here. So I do apologize, Xander, but you are welcome. If you ever see that I'm online, you're always welcome to like message me and be like, if you're around for some DAs, I'm online, and maybe we can do that sometime. Mowing. I mowed the front yard and the backyard this week. And the mower cut out a few days ago, and I thought the mower had died, but just a circuit had been tripped. But it was very scary because I thought I had broken the mower, but I didn't, so yay. That's nice. It's nice when you realize that things aren't broken, it's just other things that are sort of broken. So yay. Yes, we beat it in 1 turn. Right, I don't think we need to switch for this. We want to catch everything, but you don't have to keep them. But you do have to catch them. Ash, catch them. I messed up my own catchphrase there. There are 2 GameStops in your town. If they only give 1 card, you can visit both. That's the spirit on Lara. That's the thing. I don't know where other GameStops are near me, so I think I basically only have like the. I know there's one I can walk to, but then I don't know where any other ones are. Hang on. Yo's Boys Bub. What you could do... Right, here's the thing. If you have 2 different Switch consoles and like one has at least one has violet on it, and at least one. Well, I mean, to be honest, you could probably have like you probably could just have scarlet on each one or whatever. But as long as you like have 2 consoles and 2 people, what you could do is if your dad was willing to go with you, you could have your dad have one Switch console and you have the other Switch console and be like, hi, we each have a Switch. Can we each have a code? And then you could use one for Scarlet and one for Violet. So you could do that. But I don't think they would. I don't think they would look at one person with 2 games and go, "Oh yeah, we'll give you 2 codes." I hope they do, but I just wouldn't be surprised if they don't. So, oh, you were briefly on Among Us for the Genshin collab stuff. Oh, cool. Your biggest fear is that the stores will run out of cards since they drop the same day as a new TCG set. Oh yeah. This is the thing. I'm legit gonna go to my GameStop like an hour before they open, and I'm worried that like even that's not gonna be long enough. But like I literally can't really go much more than like an hour earlier because that's too long. That's too long to be out in the sun. You know, like this is LA, man. Like you shouldn't be outside for too long. Right, here's the Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. Also, Galvantula is faster than Raichu. That worked out excellently. Also, I hope I used Fire Pledge there and not Blaze Kick, because that was my plan. Also, did Rabombi use fake... Oh, wait, Rabombi is slower than those two? I thought Rabombi was going to be, like, the fastest. I thought that Rabombi would be the fastest, then Raichu, then Galvantula. So, if Rabombi had been faster... I might just check some natures here or some speed stats or something, because I'm curious. Also, Earthquake, that was mean. But yeah, if Rabombi had been faster then, we would have just won this battle in 1 turn. So, Flash Cannon! We will talk about Mega Raichu in a second. I swear! And capitalism! Where is the one place we can escape from capitalism, guys? Space! Okay, 141. Oh, I've got a speed up nature. Oh, Galvantula has a speed up nature. Oh, Rabombi has a speed down nature. And then Raichu is neutral. But okay, that explains a lot. Because, yeah, I think Raichu would normally be faster than Galvantula. And then, yeah, okay, this makes a lot more sense now. Okay, so I think Rabombi should have been the fastest and Raichu should have been faster than Galvantula, like, typically. But that's funny, that's funny. Right, here we go, everyone. So that's funny how that's worked out. Okay. Oh, Electro Ball. Here we go. Oh, and my speed boost. So now I am faster. Now I'm faster than everyone. Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. There we go. Well done, everyone. Finish him. Wow, YouTube blocked that. I think that's okay. Okay. Chat, we did it! Well done. Well done indeed. Speaking of Raichu, Mega Raichu! Yes, we had what, like 6 Mega Pokemon revealed this week? We had the Mega Malamar, because I don't think we'd had Mega Malamar revealed last week, did we? Like, feels like a lifetime ago, but I think we knew we were, like, getting Mega Malamar announced, but we actually hadn't seen it. So we got the skinny boy, big-shouldered, big-brained boy. It was pretty cool. I quite like Mega Malamar. I like it. And these reveal videos have been really fun. Like, all the different genres and styles they've been tapping into, like animation, live action, like sort of animated horror, but different, like 3D animation, like sort of slightly more 2D-ish 3D animation. Like, it's cool. It's been cool. It's been cool to see. Hang on, do I need to, like... Okay, there we go. That was annoying. No! Oh my gosh, hang on. Can I... Sorry, I just need to, like, click some buttons to avoid stuff. Right. Raichu is a no. Sorry, this is all getting chaotic. Raichu is a no. Bishop is also a no. Lipard is also a no. But will we get the White Bamboo Celesteela? No. But also, whoa! Person with a Face is back again with a $4 super chat, which is not showing up on my thingamajig. So I'm glad I scrolled up to see that. because that is not showing up. Person with the face, thank you. That's so kind. That's really, really kind. A brain blast! Very good reference, Xander. I like it. Very good reference. Imagine the next mega reveal is claymation. Oh, that'd be fun. But that also means that like people would have had to have known about it for like half a year because of how long claymation takes. Put a bunch. I love the marketing for the new megas. So much more fun than just announcing them. That's the thing. Like, if they were announced like how Smash Bros. Brawl things were announced, just like on a website, it'd just be like so boring. Whereas, yeah, having these like trailers and stuff is really fun. Maybe Ed Sheeran will sing about the next one. I'm good friends with him, you know. Isn't that right, Ed? He's not responding. Okay, so here we go. So no sparkles. Yeah, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Any good nature? Well, we already looked at a bunch of these natures, but calm and lax and lonely and jolly. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. In honor of Mega Raichu and being unlocked behind a paywall, we'll get to that in a sec. We will pick the Raichu. But yeah, this is Smash Bros. Ultimate, not Smash Bros. Brawl, in terms of the reveals. And I like that. So, yes. Mega Yan Mega. I like it, Kevin. I like it. Right. Do we want to keep a record of Celestia? Yes. Okay. So, Team 3. So hang on. Team 3. Kevin, Kieran, Confused Paladin. Are you ready to warp? Are you all here and available and ready for a stack attacker? And then Team 4, this is for Nihilego. Team 4, we've got Kieran, but I'll add Yo's Boys Bub, because, and then we'll figure out the rest in a little while, okay? And then Team 5 is now, like, the wild card, because it's just anything that we already have repeated. So, okay. So, yeah, Kieran, Kevin, Confused Paladin. Let's do this thing. Let's get into the next battle. Here we go. But yes, no, 6 mega evolution reveals this week. So we had Malamar. Malamar was fun. And then we had the 3 starters, which was kind of to be expected, I think. Stakataka. I think we were kind of all expecting them to get, like, a mega evolution. But the thing is, they're not just, like, unlocked in the story. They're unlocked by, like, competing in, like, online play or something, or I don't know, or something else. So I might have to like get an online account again to like get them, or I just won't be getting them, which kind of sucks. I won't lie. Oh, Confused Paladin. Oh, Yo's Boys Bub. If you're available, maybe you could join instead of Confused Paladin. Yo's Boys Bub, are you there? Someone at Yo's Boys Bub. PvP, never fun for everyone. I know, this. I hate this annoying insistence of like, oh, you gotta do the PvP. That's why I didn't get like shiny Galarian birds, and I kind of wish I had now. Now that I know like how to get them, you know, I should have gotten them, but I just was like, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, like just I don't want to do PvP, and it's like my subscription is gonna run out. Well, I suppose it depends on when all the timing is and stuff. Like I might be able to get one of them if I do some PvP in like the first 2 weeks of the game coming out, but like that's it. Yeah, why don't we have Yo's Boys Bub join? Yeah, Confused Paladin. Why don't you like sort your issues out, and then Yo's Boys Bub, why don't you join now? So Yo's Boys Bub, why don't you try and enter the lobby? Let me know if anything happens. Like, let me know if you have any issues getting in. But like, why don't you just join right now? Like, if you're hearing me say this, join now. Don't delay. But like, let me know if you have any issue getting into the lobby. Like, let me know as well. I've never liked PvP. I don't find it fun. I like used to do like Pokemon battles and stuff, but then it sort of just got more elaborate, and it's like I don't really like just going against like random people. For me, like I think part of a fun part of battling is kind of like, you know, kind of having like doing it with people you know. So like if I play Mario Kart, I want to play Mario Kart like with friends and like be able to like talk to them and react with like that. For me is part of the multiplayer experience. It's not just like for me, if I'm like playing online like Mario Kart, thank you, Yo's Boys Bub. If I'm playing like Mario Kart and I'm playing it with a bunch of random people online, that for me is basically just I'm not playing with computers. Sort of thing. Like that's kind of how I see it, if that makes sense. Like it's just me not playing with computers. Whereas if I'm playing with like friends and we're all together on the couch, or say like we're playing online but we've got like a phone call going, then like that's a different experience. And like so those three different things are three very different experiences, but like the online with randos and playing with computers, those two things are more similar to one another than the actual playing with friends. So anyway, Stack Attacker, super duper weak to ground and fighting, but also water. Water is also very good, and particularly if we can get a rain team going. If we can get a lot of water types with the rain team going, then that can be really good as well. I am going to go with Focus Blast because that's like the best thing we've got, and then also Body Press is technically a fighting move. But yes, no, Yo's Boys Bub, well done. Seriously, very well done for getting in there. Let me just change the spreadsheet quickly to like, because I've still got Confused Paladin. But I'll put Confused Paladin for Team 4, okay? So there we go. Stack Attacker is basically a tougher Aggron. I know, I need to say, like, Skarmory is Celesteela, Stack Attacker is Aggron. Like, that's how you remember typings. You, like, pair up Pokemon together. So, like, Grapploct, don't pair it up with an Octillery. You pair it up with a Machamp, like everyone else. Okay, oh, Mienshao. Actually, Mienshao is actually better than Grapploct because it has Aura Sphere. So I think if we actually go to the right, although there is a ground to the left, but it only has Sand Tomb, which isn't very good. And there are waters to the right, so I want to go... Oh, there's also Marshtomp. There's Marshtomp and Seaking. I think if we go for the Marshtomp, I think if we actually go, like... We hate doing this here at Bovio Games. I think if we go to the far right, that could be the way to go here. I think if we go for Mienshao and then just like the Duraludon we just fight for fighting's sake. But then if we go for the Marshtomp as well, Marshtomp is really nifty. Oh, there was a Cherim. I didn't even see there's a Cherim. That's cool. In fact, I kind of stopped paying attention after the Copperage, I'm now realizing. I didn't pay attention to any of this. Also, do I go with the Max Strike or the Max Knuckle? No, we've got more... No, I'm just going to go with the Max Strike, I think. I'm definitely going to go for the 150 power Max Strike. Yo's Boys Bub, can you switch to this Mienshao? I encourage you to switch to this Mienshao. I think having you in 4th place with the Mienshao is going to be a really, really good idea. So I like that. I like that a lot. And then maybe if we switch the... again, I've forgotten the order of things here. I need to look at who like, out of Emolga and... Okay, so you've got Emolga right now. Oh, yeah, so getting rid of Emolga, that will be okay. Oh, and actually, yeah, if we have Cherim for the Marshtomp, that'll be perfect. Yeah, so if we switch Cherim for Marshtomp and Emolga for the Mienshao, then this is really good. Also, great use of Sunny Day there. Right, Max Strike. But yeah, so I love how in the past like 20 minutes we've uncovered 2 very annoying things that are like very insisted upon. Physical game code shinies, like where you have to physically go to a shop to get them, and insisting on PvP, unlocking things behind PvP. They both suck. But anyway, Bark, okay, here we go, Mienshao. Mienshao. Yo's Boys Bub. Oh, wait, hang on, that still says Confused Paladin. I said Yo's Boys Bub. There we go. Yo's Boys Bub. Yeah, so if you've got Emolga and you're in 4th place, then I think that, yeah. Oh, yeah, and you've got low health. So, yeah, you are perfect to switch to this Mienshao. So if we get you to switch, Yo's Boys switch, Yo's Boys switch, it's time for Emolga to be ditched. Yo's boys bub switch, Emolga switch, and then we'll have the me and show. I know that didn't rhyme. Hot take, you don't... hang on, was I supposed to say don't like the Mega Raichus, but what you do... Oh, or you don't hate... Hang on. Yeah, so, yeah, both the Mega Raichus sort of take some Pikachu-iness in them. Although one thing I will point out is that a lot of Mega Evolutions take from their pre-evolutions. So, like, Mega Ampharos is an example where it brings back, like, the woolliness of Mareep and Flaffy. Dragonite is obviously another example because it brings some of the Dragonairness back. One I didn't realize was Tyranitar. The markings on its like chest and stomach look like Pupitar. I'd never realized this. Did anyone else realize this? I did not know this. But even Tyranitar has some Pupitariness in its Mega Evolution. Again, I did not know this. But yeah, I do really like the X form of Raichu. I'm not as fussed about the Y. The Y Raichu kind of looks like an Alolan Raichu, but with like sort of silly... The ears are a bit too silly. They're a bit too jagged. I think if they were more like long... They sort of zig too much to like the left and the right. They're like too horizontal and not vertical enough for me, which I think is an important part of the sort of vertical parts of the letter Y. Like for me, the letter Y is two vertical bits, or sort of two top bits and then a bottom bit. And like I feel like the two vertical bits are too horizontal. I feel like the letter Y is kind of like three vertical lines, but just the top two are, you know, they're like a little bit horizontal. But like I feel like for the Mega Y, like the lines are they're sort of too lefty-righty. If that makes sense, I know that sounds really weird. Giratina, hi! Oh, if people have not yet liked the stream, now would be an amazing time to do so, because I don't know if I said after the boss last time. I thought that about the Raichu Y Tubo. Yeah, so, Kevin, of course you knew. But yeah, so Yo's Boys Bob didn't know, on Lara didn't know. Yeah, I'd never thought of it, so I'm going to be looking at, like, Mega Tyranitar's, like, stomach a lot more in future, because I did not realize this. And in fact, I might even point out to one of my friends who, like, Tyranitar's their favorite Pokemon. I'd be like, did you know this? Also, do I go the... I know this is kind of crazy. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But I'm actually going to use a Hyper Beam here, because I think it would still be powerful. But it's way more accurate. Aura Sphere, more like an Aura Beer. So yeah, but so a lot of Mega Evolutions do kind of take from like their previous forms in some way. So like, you know, they're kind of like an amalgamation of like everything that has led up to that moment. So, and I don't mind Raichu sort of looking a bit more... I actually quite like the Pikachu-iness of X. I quite like that it's got the red cheeks. I actually think that looks pretty cool. So, I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool. And it's kind of a good way of like kind of giving Pikachu a Mega, but not. So, yeah. Right, Duraludon, let's all get Duraludon. No, we're not getting Duraludon. We're going to ignore Duraludon, ignore that I just said about... don't ignore that I said ignore Duraludon, but ignore me accidentally sort of saying about Duraludon. Okay, but yeah, so Kieran can just Dynamax here, get a one-hit KO on this Marshtomp, and then can switch for the Marshtomp, and that'll be really cool. So, yes. Yeah, I would not have put Mega Pikachu past like Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, but no, I'm glad they went for the Raichu, and I'm kind of glad they did two of them. Like, again, Charizard's got two of them, Mewtwo's got two of them, Raichu's got two of them. That seems about fitting. And then people are like glare, and then Venusaur and Blastoise are like glaring at me as I say that. But yeah. Also another thing I didn't realize about a lot of Mega Pokemon is that sort of a lot of them, or almost all of them, kind of either do have like an X shape or a Y shape. So like, you know, if you take like something like Mega Salamence, and it's sort of got like the curved moon wings, and it's like, or actually no, is that kind of Y-ish or X-ish? But like a lot of Pokemon are sort of either very Y or X-y kind of thing. Like Tyranitar's got all the spiky things on it that kind of look like X's and Y. Like a lot of them just kind of either have like, you know, two things kind of sticking out of their shoulders. sort of thing, and then either have two other things sticking out of their shoulders, or they're just sort of perfectly straight at the bottom. I hadn't really realized. Oh, switches have got errors. Right, there's the... Oh, no! Yeah, that's not Kieran! That's not Kieran! Oh, no! Okay, so I actually don't know what our Dynamax order's going to be from here on out. Because I think it's going to change the order. Oh, crud. Yo's Boys Bob, no, you didn't do anything wrong. You need to Dynamax... You need to Dynamax now, I think. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, the Dynamax had switched to... Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's okay. I don't blame you for missing that, because I hadn't realized. Oh, crud. No, Xander. Take that, Xander. I'm removing your comment, Xander. No, that's... No, hang on. Remove. I'm removing that message. That is a redundant point. Because the order had changed because of the disconnect. Because Yo's Boys Bob was supposed to Dynamax in the next battle, but it had shifted up to Yo's Boys. It shifted up to Yo's Boys. I hadn't realized, like, we hadn't realized that there'd been a disconnect and that the Dynamax order completely changed. So, no, well, here's the thing. If that was Freya's turn to Dynamax... Oh, Xander, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Xander. But I just didn't want Yo's Boys Bob to think they were in trouble. Because, no, that wasn't your fault at all, Yo's Boys. Oh, crud. I tell you what. I'm going to switch here. Because I've only got Focus Blast. Oh, Freya switched anyway. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, Xander. I just didn't want them there because it was like... I'm sorry. I forget about that being a thing. I'm sorry. But no. But I just... well, no, sorry. No, I was gonna say something, but actually, no. Maybe that's a little bit too much of a stretch or whatever. But yeah, I just didn't want Yo's Boys Bob to think they were in trouble, because no, that was because of the disc. The reason you didn't Dynamax is because everything got all wiggity whack there. Yeah. I tell you what, I know. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. I'm actually going to use Max Geyser here because this will help out Cherry. No, I'm going to try and use. I'm going to try and help out Cherim here. I know that this is crazy. I know I'm like relying on a computer to do the right thing here. But if I set up the rain, then maybe Cherim will do. Also as well, just because like a physical ground move isn't going to do as much as like an in the rain special water, I don't think. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So don't worry about the disconnect. Yeah, of course. There's the sunny day. But yeah, the sunny day is just not really that helpful to us. Freya is too cool of a name for someone in an EVC. Okay. Right, Max Geyser. Oh yeah, because I can't undelete messages, can't I? No, I don't want to remove Xander as a moderator. I just didn't want Yo's Boys Bob getting like a lecture about a Dynamax that wasn't their fault. Right, here's body press. But yeah, because just we hadn't realized the situation with the disconnect there. So right, hopefully Cherim uses a Weather Ball here. You better use a Weather Ball here, Cherim. You've got a super effective move that's like base 100 power. Use it. Use it. No, that's the thing. I was a bit like, oh crud, because that's the annoying thing. If it just let you still be in 4th place, it'd be fine. But it switches around the Dynamax order, and then that's really annoying. Like, I wish it didn't change the Dynamax order. I wish it still just like had, you know, sort of quote unquote Kieran, but actually Freya in like 3rd place. Oh, for the love of stop weakening my water moves. Oh. Okay, Freya sucks. Ugh, Freya, where's Freya on the spreadsheet? Freya, I've got actually pretty good, and then in brackets not. I'm gonna put B/F. Oh, for the love of... But that's our best Pokemon gone! Ugh. Dang disconnect. Wait, did it just KO itself? Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. Okay, well done, everyone. Despite the disconnects, we did it. Actually, I have a quick story, Xander. I believe Xander might actually have like 3 deleted messages now because I think Xander might actually have like 3 deleted messages now because this did happen once before, and I do apologize. I can't remember why. There was like one before, but there was one before, and so I do apologize. I had a thing where there was one of like the voice acting websites I was on. I'm not on any of those websites anymore because like they're not very good. Mian Shao, no. Duraludon, no. Marshtomp, no. But will we get the Golden Stack Attacker? I thought if I rushed through it that would help. There was a voice website thingy, and well, basically there used to be like 2 voice websites that I would go on to get jobs on, and one of them had a system where it was actually quite a good system where like basically if you booked a job, you actually like did the job through the website. So they had things where like you would like upload your files, and when you upload your files, that's when you get paid. And so it basically meant that like you couldn't hand over your files and not get paid, but it also means that like you can't get paid without delivering the goods. So it was quite a good system. So it had quite a good system. But yeah, the jobs were actually done like on the website. And then after the job, you could get like a rating or a review from the person who hired you, right? But then there was another website that didn't do that. It was basically kind of like an audition website in a way. And then like once you had the job, you just kind of negotiated things yourself separately outside of the platform. And so... but it still had a rating system, but for the auditions. So basically, one job had you give reviews and feedback for like the job you did, and then another just had it for your auditions. And like your score also kind of influenced like how many auditions or how quickly you got auditions and stuff like that. That had an impact on it, right? And so there was this one audition I had that I thought I was a really good fit for. I was like, oh, this character's really nice. He's like sort of, you know, it's like well-spoken and gentle and warm and kind and, you know, and I just thought it was a nice fit for me kind of thing, right? And so I submitted for this audition and I felt good about it. And then a couple of days later, and the system was like out of, I think it was like out, it might have been out of 4 stars actually now that I think about it. I think it had like 4 stars, like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I got a 2 stars. And I was like, oh, what? I got 2 stars on that thing that I thought I was like really, really good for, you know, because you're already kind of selective because you don't want to get like a 0 or 1 or a 2 or whatever. But like I got a 2 stars and I was like, oh man, that sucks. A Magikarp. Oh, that was it. Yes, the Magikarp. Yeah, and it was like, oh yeah, I don't want people to click on that one. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. But anyway, I got given like a 2 out of 4 stars, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. Anyway, a couple of days after that, I then get a message from the person who put up the job, and they were like, hi Bo. Loved your audition, would love to work with you on the project. So then we work on the project, like, you know, sort of separately, because like I said, it was just like an audition website. And I kind of asked them about it. I was like, hey, why did you like give me like a 2 out of 4? And they sort of were like, oh, we just kind of had like our own system for kind of like organizing the auditions we had. But basically them kind of like having their own system and me getting a job and them saying I did a good job on the job. But the thing is, at the end of all that, I was like less likely to get jobs afterwards because I was given a 2 out of 4. So, Xander, if you lose any mod stuff as a result of this, I do apologize. Meanwhile, Nightbot now has a deleted message on its profile. Yes, there we go. See? Even Nightbot messes up. Right, okay. So anyway, let me just check some natures, and then we'll figure out Team 4 or whatever. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Calm, sassy, lax. There's a lax! There's always a gentle or a lax. I tell you what, though. I am going to go for the lax marsh dump, because I like a good marsh dump. So there we go. Kevin. Okay. Why does most fresh frozen pizza taste better than fresh? Oh, that's a hot take. Right, so Team 4. So hang on, this is Nihilego. So why don't we have Karen, Confused Paladin? Maybe we could have Xander here, because it's Xander Day and Xander can do Nihilego. So... But yeah, unless there's anyone else who hasn't played, who can play, and would like to do the, Oh, yeah, actually, I suppose I should check this, shouldn't I? Is there anyone who would like to do a Nihilego, is there anyone who would like to do a Nihilego, can do a Nihilego, and who is a strike 0, like you haven't yet played today, but you can do a Nihilego? If so, then, so like Giratina, like if you wanted to play along with and do a Nihilego, then we could have like Kieran, Confused Paladin, and you, and then like Xander could be the substitute. But then Jill, hi! Oh my gosh, lovely to see you. You are at work. But yeah, I actually do need to have a drink. I have not been drinking my water. But lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. So we're just organizing like Team 3. So Kieran, Confused Paladin. If Giratina wants to play, then awesome. But otherwise, like, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say Kieran, Confused Paladin, and Xander. Oh, Giratina doesn't have the code, but has Confused Paladin said anything? Got the internet issues fixed? Because we might need like a substitute here. So ready, set, but okay. Oh, Giratina does have it. Okay. Why don't we have Kieran, Confused Paladin, and Xander? But I'm not optimistic about Confused Paladin, so like Xander could be our substitute. And if we go like a minute and a half in without hearing anything from Confused Paladin, Xander could just join. So does that sound okay? Also, I hope I kept my ticket there. Did I keep my ticket? Yes, okay, good. Okay, so why don't we go on the Ycom? Why don't we connect to the internet? Kieran, you're hosting, so you're going to do a code here for us. Make sure you do like a disconnect and a reconnect, just because of whatever internet issue you just had. But we're going to say anything goes, and then here we go. So apparently we've got 8545 and then 6263. So in theory, so this is Kieran who's hosting, me, Confused Paladin, and Giratina, but I Confused Paladin. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on. So is Giratina joining or not? Xander, why don't you just try and join, and then I don't know if anyone else wants to do a Nihilego. I guess maybe you can join in if we. Okay, if we get to like 1 minute left. Or, actually, okay, if there are people who can join in on this, speak now, right? Say, I can join at for the 59-second rule, okay? So if you can join, say right now in the chat, I can join for the 59-second rule if you are interested in joining. Because I think this might be... let's just have Xander join now, and then it sounds like we might need one other person. Like, in addition to Xander. So there's like me, Kieran, Xander, and then we need someone else, it sounds like. Because it sounds like we've had 2 people on this who now can't do this. So, okay, Kiba can join. Kiba. Okay, so Kiba, maybe you might want to start getting your game ready because you got like 20 seconds. And we need Xander as well. We need Xander and Kiba. Okay, there's Xander. Okay, let's have Kiba. And then we'll figure out what Team 5 is in a second. No, it's okay, Giratina. Oh, yeah, sorry. And just to be clear, Giratina, don't worry. Like, nothing's wrong or anything. That was just... yes, that was all a bit chaotic, but don't worry. Like, nothing's wrong. I have no beef with you or anything. Hopefully, we'll get you on another time. Hopefully, we will get you on another one. Sheridan. Okay, so... but yes, sorry, we haven't even talked about all these mega evolutions, or about like about ZA having like paid DLC announced before the game's even out. I mean, can I just give a quick sort of take? Well, not like a full take on that, but Nihilago's very weak to ground, so Nidoking is perfect here. Ground, what is it? Ground, steel, water, psychic. I'm just trying to think. Okay, I'm gonna go with Carkol because yes, it's weak to rock, but it also resists poison. So, oh, Ditto is always fun. It's fun on a bun. And Palpitoad. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, Palpitoad is like is fantastic. So, oh, is that a Rangaroo? A Rangaroo could be fun. A Rangaroo is pretty fun with them instruct strats. So I'm inclined to go left here. And then we do have Chansey. And then there is Wailmer. We could have like Wailmer and Durangaroo instead of Carkol and Ditto. So, I'd say Carkol's the more important one to get rid of. And then I don't know. If Xander wants to keep the Ditto, you can. I do think Wailmer would be a little bit better. But Oranguru is also just a psychic type, which is good against Nihilego. But I honestly think like instruct on like Nidoking would be better though. So if I take this thing, oh, but you can use instruct. Oh, and you can use that on like Palpitoad or something. So this is quite fun. I am going to use a Fire Spin here to get things going, but then I can switch to like Rock Slide afterwards. Oh, this is going to be fun. We got Dittos and Orangaroos. Oh, I love it. Mega Pokemon. Hang on. So Mega Malamar was cool. Fun reveal. All that lovely stuff. It'll be interesting to see what kind of abilities and stats they give these Pokemon once they come to like some kind of more traditional format or competitive format. Again, we don't really know what Gen 10 is going to look like. Gen 10 could see a change in how we, use Pokemon and stuff like that. Pokemon ZA is not exactly a game that should have DLC, in your opinion. I mean, Legends Arceus didn't. See, here's the thing. Legends ZA, it's like, it's a $70 game, or 60 or 70, depending on Switch or Switch 2. And then they've already announced a $30 DLC. Now, I did see someone react to the $30 DLC, and they were like, $30? But I was like, okay, but like Scarlet and Violet DLC was like was $35, so that's actually quite good. Like, given it's like sort of like given that this game is technically like a Switch 2 game, given that this game is sort of also a Switch 2 game, I could kind of expect a bunch of DLCs to be like 35, because that like 35 is half of 70, and like Scarlet and Violet had a $35 DLC, even though the base game was 60. So this DLC is actually like quite cheap. Now, obviously, it depends on how much content we get for it. Like, you know, it comes in 2 waves. You get an outfit on day 1, and then in like, you know, February next year or whatever, that's when you actually get like story stuff. But I've seen people say that Bonanza's DLC isn't worth 20. That I kind of thought I kind of felt that watching it. Like, I haven't played Bonanza, but I was like, this kind of just looks like when Mario Odyssey had, like, the Balloon World update or whatever. Like, oh gosh, are we gonna beat this? How are we not beating this? Like, Nidoking's using, like, Max Quake, right? I'm a bit scared here. I'm a bit scared we're actually going to be able to do this. Right, Max Quake. Oh, wait. Have we got some... Oh, I know what's happening here. I think Nidoking's rivalry ability is, like, hindering us here. Oh, gosh. Also, Earth Power is a stronger move than Scald. But it's too late. I don't think it will make... over the course of a battle, probably doesn't make that much of a difference. I don't mind the DLC for ZA too much, but I'm not buying it until the main portion of it comes out. That's kind of how I feel. Like, well, I'll get it after... Like, I'll play the game, and then I'll get the DLC. Okay, as our Dynamax... Okay, actually, though, here's the thing. Funnily enough, as long as we beat Oranguru, like, this turn... This actually works, because it means Nidoking will be Dynamaxing for the... It means Nidoking will be Dynamaxing for Nihilego, and so that works. This Oranguru has to be female, right? Yeah, the Oranguru's female. That's why this didn't work. The Oranguru's female. That's why that was, that's why we didn't win that. Dang it. I'm so used to having Nidoking against all these, like, gender-neutral Pokemon that, I can live with just base games. So, again, we'll have to kind of see what ZA is like, and then, oh, whoa, YouTube flagged that. I get why, YouTube flagged that, but still. But that's a funny flag. But yeah, so, I do think, I mean, look, here's the thing. Here's my sort of here's just a quick bit of perspective. Oh, wait, hang on. Have we all disconnected here? Kieran, I think something might be up with your game. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. I won't say what YouTube flagged, because out of context, I don't know. Was it just me who DC'd? Like, I know I've DC'd, but I DC'd from over... So are you guys all still together then? What the heck is going on here? Ditto's imposter. It's just me. Oh. Well, that sucks. Don't know why that happened. Like, my laptop and phone are all working. Oh, gosh. Okay, hang on. Am I faster or slower than Nidoking? I have a plan for how to beat this solo, but... Okay. Oh, gosh. This is gonna be stressful. I am the problem. Yeah, today is one of those days. I'm glad we got off to the quick start, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. You went for Chansey. Okay. I went for Exeggutor just because I think we probably have a better chance of beating Exeggutor with computers. Chansey just has, like, so many special defensive... Like, if like, Exeggutor was trying to use Solar Beam, you know? Like... Oh, no, and Nidoking's now dead! No. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm going to instruct Palpitoad. Maybe I can get 2 bounces in one go. Oh, does it not work on bounce? No! No! I mean, I did wonder. I was like, is this actually going to work? And then it didn't work. No! Oh, this... Okay, well... One last thing about ZOC. Looks like it's going to be full of a lot of hoopla. Sounds like a lot of hoopla. Hoopla! Okay. Dang it, Kevin. That's really good. I am going to max Mindstorm, and I don't know. Okay, anyway, Bark. Oh, this is frustrating. So, anyway, Mega Evolutions. Malamar, looks cool. The Raichu evolutions, like, they look cool. But I do understand the sort of Pikachu-iness and that the X is better than the Y. But then, let's talk about the Mega Starters. It was predictable that we were going to get them, but I'm glad we did. Also, oh god, this is going to take forever. Gosh, this is going to take forever. Oh, this really is going to take forever. Oh gosh, okay, anyway. But no, let's talk about the starters though. So here's the funny thing. Greninja is like famously the most popular of the Kalos starters, because Greninja is just one of the most popular Pokemon ever. But here's the funny thing. I think Greninja has the worst Mega Evolution of the three, and it's like not even close. So like how far ahead Greninja is as a Pokemon standard, I think it is behind as a Mega. Because I think the Chestnut looked really cool. It looked really looked really regal. The Battle Axe looked really cool. And then like Delphox just looked cooler, and it has like a broom and stuff. Like that was great. I love it. The Greninja's like okay. I think one thing about the Greninja is it looked kind of stupid, like upside down, and I think I need to see it like in motion and in battle to like, you know, like I need to see what it looks like in motion, like moving about. I think just in a picture of it, seeing it upside down, it's like, well, that looks kind of silly. So I think I need to kind of see how it utilizes the upside downness and how it goes from being like, you know, upright to upside down. Like, so I don't know. Lily Foxy, hi, welcome. I can't believe they based Mega Greninja off of Claude from Three Houses. Oh man, we haven't even talked about Fire Emblem yet. That's the thing. I really like Mega Delphox, and I'm not even a big fan of Megas. Yeah, I don't really like Megas. I'm not like excited that they're coming back, but yeah, I think those two looked cool. I think Greninja, the verdict's still out on that one for me. So my plan is I'm just going to keep switching because I actually quite like these Pokemon kind of staying as they are. And it's like, I'm super effective against Wailmer, and then Wailmer is super effective against Nihilego. Like, I want to keep the Nidoking. It is very important I keep the Nidoking. And I think that this is kind of my plan. So many auto flags there. I know, I am sorry. And I'm sorry that I kind of went into sort of what is kind of an auto flag mode, but I didn't want Yo's Boys Bub. Because Yo's Boys Bub did nothing wrong. And Yo's Boys Bub knows about turn 1 Dynamaxing and stuff, so I just didn't want... Right, okay, I'm using Solar Beam. It's all I've got. Oh, Ditto's using Endure. No! Ditto! What are you doing? Okay, okay. Anyway, Bark. Right, Earth Power. More like an Earth Flower. So anyway, those are the Megas I think we've talked about. Did anyone see that you can officially use Xenoblade as a form of Riz now? That's right. If you want to chat people up, just talk about Xenoblade. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that subject. But oh no, it's raining. No, but the solar beam. Why are you using the rain when I have solar beam? Oh gosh. No! 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 Oh, wait, Wailmer set out the rain, not my team. But nevertheless, no! No! Oh, gosh. Oh, Catherine can Dynamax. Who is Catherine? And is she above me in the Dynamax order? Oh, this might mean if we win this turn, that might mean I'm Dynamaxing for the Nihilego. This can work. Xenoblade. Kind of want to play 3 again. You always want to play 3 again, Zarda. Admit it. But no, I mean, I want to play... Here's the thing. There are like a bunch of games I do want to play again, but I keep wondering if like it would be better to play them on a Switch 2. Like either just because of like performance issues or because they do have like some kind of Switch 2 upgrade. Like, I don't really think there's any point in me playing like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom again I may as well get a Switch 2 and then get the update someday, you know? And then, like... And even just with things like Mario Odyssey. Like, there's not really any point in me playing Mario Odyssey again until I have a Switch 2, because now there's, like, a Switch 2 enhanced version. So, like, this is just kind of how I feel. It's kind of why I'm, like, leaning more towards old games, like the 3DS and the DS. Speaking of the 3DS, I have been shiny hunting for Spinder using Horde Encounter methods. Here is my quick review of Horde Encounter shiny hunting. I think if I had the shiny charm, it would be great. I'm looking at the numbers, and I think if I had the shiny charm, I think it would be great. The problem is I don't have the shiny charm. It's really annoying though, because in Scarlet and in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'm only about 100 Pokemon or so away from having the shiny charm. I actually have like all the legendaries registered in my game. I don't know how. I really don't know how, but in my Omega Ruby, I do have all the legendaries registered. It is literally just random Pokemon I need to fill the Pokedex. The problem is a few of them are like trade evolutions, so like Slurpuff and Aromatisse, which I wasn't able to get until like Gen 7. So it's very annoying because... Oh, crud, that's... Okay, I am down to 1 life now. Shabertooth, hello! Welcome, welcome. I am disconnected from everyone. That's why I'm down to 1 life and why I'm playing with a... Oh, Ditto got a Beast Boost! Oh, Ditto got a Beast Boost, even though it was like an ally that died. Oh, wait, no, did Ditto kill my partner? Oh, crud. I think, was it the Ditto that used Brutal Swing and not Nihilego? Did my Ditto kill my own partner? Oh, God, this is a side effect I didn't think twice about. Oh gosh, right, Earth Power. But luckily it reduced its own special attack here. So, okay, Nihilego's getting desperate. It's going to use Acid Spray. I don't love that. Also, please click like on the video now before I've won, because I'm very scared. Oh! 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 Oh, no! No, no, no! No! Ditto! Ditto just killed me right before I was going to deal the final blow! I was about to deal the final blow! Oh, what a waste of, like, 15 minutes. Oh. Ah. So many... Okay, never use a Ditto on a Nihilego run. Right, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. Chat. Right, modest, mild, adamant. Oh, where did it all go? Oh, if I didn't have to... that was terrible. If I'd have just had, like, 1 more attack, I would have won. Well, okay. So, chat, because that... So, normally, right, like, Dynamax... normally, I would say... like, oh, well, we only have 4 Pokemon, but we do 5 Dynamax Adventures now. Let's decide what our 5th Dynamax is going to be. But because I just had a nightmare of a Nihilego, I want to do Nihilego again. So I know I do apologize to like I wanted to do like the Nightbot random selection game, and I wanted to maybe do like Celesteela or Thunderous or Stack Attacker again, maybe. But because we've just had that, I kind of want to do Nihilego again. Like, I want to do a proper... I want to actually have a chance at a shiny. I know, because that's the thing. It means, like, oh, well, that's on Lara automatically out. So, but let's just see. Would the 3 of you be willing to do a Nihilego again? If I did a disconnect and a reconnect and try and figure out what the heck's going on. Right, I'm not going to delete anything. See, look, it says I'm still connected on the bottom left. So I don't know why... I know, that's so funny, isn't it? Yeah, like, you picked Ditto. I mean, here's the thing. When I said, oh, you might be best to switch to the Wailmer, though, I know Ditto is fun, but you're probably best to switch to the Wailmer. Who knew that was absolutely correct? In a non-universal whatever, who would have thought? So anyway, but anyway, I am horde hunting for a Spinder on Pokemon Omega Ruby because Spinder is the only Pokemon that you need to get from the 3DS as shiny, kind of like what, as in, where like, the only way for me to get a shiny Spinder in Pokemon Home is if I get it on a 3DS. So if I get like a shiny Spinder in like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, that means nothing. I cannot upload it. So but yeah, so can we basically do like a Team 4 repeat, and then that's kind of how we'll like round out today. I do apologize. I'm going to be back tomorrow at the same time. But I kind of want to do that again. And see if... Redo! Exactly. But yeah. But it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying because I think the Horde... I would actually do the Horde method for, like, other Pokemon. Like, I don't know. If I could do it for, like Nincada, for example. I would do it for a Nincada. I would actually do the Horde method for other Pokemon if I had the Shiny Charm. But the problem is I'm, like, 100 Pokemon off. And then, like, 2 of them are, like, Aromatisse and Slurpuff. Which... I'd need to get, like, my Pokemon X and do that. But I'd need to have a second 3DS. Now, my roommate actually does have a 3DS, but just... I don't know where it is. I genuinely might when she's away right now, but when she's back, I genuinely might ask her if she knows where it is and if I might be able to like borrow it. Because if I was able to do the trade evolutions, I kind of would like to get that. I kind of actually would put in the time to like evolve the Pokemon that I need. And do that. I would actually do that. But yeah. So, okay. If you guys, gals, non-binary pals are all ready, look, I'm going to do a disconnect and a reconnect. I'm going to do several... Everyone do a disconnect and a reconnect, okay? Like, let's all disconnect and reconnect. Xander, why don't you host this? Do you have the Charm in X or Y? Yeah, in X or Y, I, like, really did not have a very good Pokedex. What do you need to get the Shiny Charm in X and Y? Is it, like, the National Dex? Or, because if it's both national dexes, I'm way closer to the national dex than Omega Ruby. Omega Ruby was like my main game in Gen 6. Like Pokemon X, I kind of just beat it and did post-game stuff and that was it. Omega Ruby was the one where I like got loads of Pokemon and I did the Battle Maison and stuff like that. Let's have Xander host this time just for something different. And because it's Xander Day. But yeah, let's have Xander host a Nihilego. Just in case that was an issue at all. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, if all you had to do in Pokemon X was like complete the like Kalos Dex, then I'd consider it. But if you have to do National Dex, then like Omega Ruby is the one where it would be better for me to do it. 0920 and then like 2025. But yeah, if they're both national dexes, Omega Ruby's a better one. But no, you need national dex. Okay, so yeah, Omega Ruby's the place. But yeah, but like, because like there were Pokemon like Fearow. I had 0920, 2029. This may be alluding to something. Okay, Rolzy is joining. Rolzy. I've forgotten the pronunciation already. I apologize. But would you do a Nuzlocke? Would I do a Nuzlocke on stream? No, because I think it would be like I would be like too careful, and careful playstyle doesn't make for entertaining. Like being like really careful doesn't make for an entertaining stream. And then would I do one personally? No, because I just no. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Nuzlocks. I sometimes I will watch people I like do Nuzlocks, like a video, you know, if PM7 uploads a video about like I did a Nuzlocke in Pokemon, like I'll click on it. But Magneton Steel, because it's Steel. Steel's great. Yeah, ground, steel, water, psychic. But yeah, I wouldn't. But yeah, hang on, Lara, just quickly. But yeah, so with the Spinder Horde hunting, so because the thing is, you actually get through the numbers quite when you're doing 5 Pokemon at a time, you get through the numbers quite quickly. Oh, Hitmontop. Oh, Pyukumuku. Okay, there is a water to the right, but it's Pyukumuku. But Hitmontop has Drill Run, and then what's the water bar? Oh, Celio. Celio's pretty nifty, and then Marshtomp. Why is this almost identical? There's like a Chansey on the left, like all the way to the left, and then there's like a Wailmer, and no, there's like a bit fat water type, and then there's like a Marshtomp is good though. Marshtomp is actually very good, so maybe we could have like the Hitmontop and the Marshtomp. Celio is weak to rock, so I'm a bit nervous about that. But I was gonna say, so with the Spinders, you get through the numbers fast, so you can actually encounter like 1,300 really fast if you can. Get like the shiny charm, but I don't have. But that's like. But if my roommate has her 3DS, and she still has like Pokemon X and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, then I could do those trade evolutions and I could complete my decks. And I actually wouldn't mind spending some time doing that. I would have to look at what hordes are available though to see if any of them are worth. But like, if for example, if there's like Horde Whismur, I would do a Horde Whismur hunt because I need Whismur and Loudred. I would do that with like the shiny charm, but I wouldn't do it without the shiny charm. Is the thing. So, but yeah, it's just. But the thing is, I am getting to the point now. So I've said like if you have like a 1 in 10 chance of accomplishing something and you do it 10 times, the odds of you like succeeding after 10 times are about like 64%. Well, if you do a 1 in 20 thing 20 times, or a 1 in 100 times, or a 1 in 1,000 1,000 times, like that basically trends to like about 64%. And so doing like doing like 200 horde encounters for like the 1,000 Spinder you would need, that's actually quite doable. Like that's like a couple of hours basically. But like doing the 4,000 has sort of taken me like about like I think like 4 hours or so, and that obviously includes like the Skarmories that I've occasionally had to skip past as well. So as a 1 in 4,000, I don't think it's really worth it. Like you know, I am almost at 4,000 now, and I am not. And I'm currently not part of the sort of 64% club. Which sucks. I don't think a 2 in 3 chance is worth it for like 4,000 encounters, or like 800 hordes. But maybe. But let's think. If my roommate has her 3DS, and if I was able to, if my roommate has her 3DS, and if I was able to, like do the trade evolutions, I might do that. I might get the extra like 100 Pokemon I need because I have all the legendaries registered. It is just like I had Spearow but not Fearow, and there were like some like there were like some Pokemon where I had like the first form and the final one, but like not the middle evolution and stuff like that. So I could complete the Pokedex in like a few hours if I had the right tools, but it's just, you know, so. You got this shiny Spinder like after like 15 hordes. That's really cool. That's what I was hoping for. But yeah. So we do have 2 Pokemon weak to fighting, and yet we just won. So it's all good. But yeah. So I think I would want the shiny charm before doing that. So we'll be here watching Bo grind his Pokemon on to like level 50 on one route for a Nuzlocke. Yes, exactly. That's the kind of approach I would take. Like, so, and that just wouldn't be fun. But yeah, so basically on Lara, not that I am saying like on Lara, I'm going through the exact same experience as you right now. No, you have been profoundly unlucky, and I'm so if we get rid of Tangela now, Tangela switch, Tangela switch, Tangela switch, Tangela switch. It's time for Tangela to be ditched. No. We didn't want a Tangela for a Nihilego. This is really bad. Okay, we're going to have Celio, but Celio's not much better. In fairness, Tangela is good against Celio, but but like Hitmontop is better against Celio. Sorry, in fairness, I got distracted. There is a scientist here. But Hitmontop is good against Celio, but Kieran, you can do the science if you like. Okay, anyway, sorry. Well, no, we wanted Kieran. Well, we kind of wanted Kieran to have the Marsh Stomp, though. It was like I thought we were going to have like Hitmontop and Marsh Stomp. Although I suppose Hitmontop is probably better in 4. I suppose Hitmontop's better. No, wait, no, this is Nihilego. No, wait, hang on, Nihilego. No, but we wanted. Hang on, we wanted Marsh Stomp in 4th place for the Nihilego. Like, because Hitmontop has like a non-stab ground move, so that's why we wanted it in like the 2nd place slot. And then we were going to have like the stab ground Pokemon in the 4th slot. So I still think we should have 4th place have the... I still think 4th place should have Marsh Stomp. Just because Marsh Stomp using Max Quake will be pretty good. But either we can have Celio... Well, no, I think we need to have Celio here. Yeah, I think we just need to have Celio here, basically. You got Spinder and only 162 hordes. I have done... But is that with a Shiny Charm? But yeah, so without the Shiny Charm, I have done about... Hang on. I've done 770... About 770 hordes so far. So... I almost wondered whether, like, I should do, like, an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon... what do you call it? Like, SOS chain. And, like, I could do that as well. That would be a viable option. But I can't bother to do that. I'll do that for anything where it's, like, absolutely necessary. Like, if there's any, like, Alolan Pokemon I don't have. Like, maybe I'll do that to get, like, a Cubone and an Alolan Meowth and any other... Whatever Alolan Pokemon I don't have, but... You are anti-full odds hunting. Can't imagine why. See, this is... And this is kind of why I didn't get into shiny hunting until basically Pokemon Go and the Nintendo Switch. If I had had a quick success with this horde hunting, I think I would have been like, I'll tell you what, I'll go for Whismur. But because like my first one is probably gonna go, like, I'm gonna go back to it after this. But it's looking like I'm probably gonna go over odds on this. And so it's like, yeah, I've like spent 4 hours on this one Pokemon, and it is the one Pokemon I need to get from a 3DS console. But like, other than that though, I don't think I want to just, you know, like, oh, like Nincada or Whismur or like, no, I'll get them on a Switch game. I'm sure there will be Switch games where these Pokemon appear. ZA could even be. ZA could even be like where a bunch of these Pokemon appear. And you know ZA is going to have, like, some busted shiny odds and stuff. So, okay. I do think we want to get rid of Tangela, just for, like, because grass is bad against poison. But then again, ice is bad against rock. But water is good against rock. So, it all comes round eventually or something. But yeah, sorry for the miscommunication and me getting ranty during the previous round and forgetting to say that, like, Tangela was, like, a good switch or whatever, but yeah, okay. But yeah, so we've kind of, but that's the thing. So with Legends ZA and the pre-order, so here's the thing. I do think it's annoying that they're announcing a whole DLC like before the game is even out yet. Like, that is a bit annoying. But at the same time, it's kind of naive to be like, oh, I guess the people who make Pokemon saw how well Sword and Shield were doing, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do some DLC as well. Like, they were obviously working on that and planning for it, like, during the development of the game, right? Like, I doubt they just sort of came up with Urshifu, like, in, like, December of 2019. Like, that probably came beforehand. So, like, these DLC... are like, you know, they are like planned in advance. A lot of them are like planned in advance and stuff like that. For things like Mario Kart or Smash Bros, those they actually do kind of like, you know, maybe kind of like, let's see how the game goes, and then they'll be like, and then we'll kind of come up with some stuff later on. And that's cool. I like that kind of a thing where it's like, we'll try and like release some more stuff down the line, but we'll decide on what it is later. You know, like right now we just want to get the game out and not get hung up on releasing everything we could possibly conceive of immediately. So that's fine. But yeah, so with this, like, it is just a bit, but like having kind of the audacity to kind of announce it before the game is even out is like, like, you know, you could have like waited till like January and then just been like, oh hey, next month there's gonna be we're gonna release some DLC. You know, I think that would have been the better approach to take. Even though like it's the same thing, like they obviously have had to design Mega Raichu, like, you know, regardless of like, you know, they always were gonna have to have designed Mega Raichu now, but they could have waited till like January to announce it or whatever. But oh well. But yeah, Amelia, good night. Giratina, take care. If everyone who hasn't liked the video could like the video, that'd be amazing. Cac John, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Right, come on, break. More like a deep fake. How? Oh, so we should have... Oh, hang on, how many? Okay, we should have at least 20 likes here. So do we have at least 20 likes? If we don't have 20 likes... We need to be... We can have more than that. But yeah, so anyway, that's my talk on Spinder and horde hunting. But yeah, so I think I might look at what other hordes are available in Omega Ruby, and I might ask, and I might see if my roommate has her 3DS, and if I could borrow it to do those trade evolutions. And maybe she even has some of the other Pokemon I need, and then I could like trade back for those. But yeah. So we're gonna run out of time and talk in terms of talking of the Direct. We may need to push some of the Nintendo Direct talk for tomorrow. But what were some quick thoughts on the Direct and stuff we can like elaborate on tomorrow? Okay, so Kieran, if you get the Marsh Stomp, I think we'll be in a good position here. And then yeah, basically, if we have Marsh Stomp be our Dynamaxer, guess I'm playing Galaxy 1 and 2 again. Yeah, see, this is one thing about the Direct. I feel like there are a bunch of things in it. So here's my overall thing. It was a Direct of two halves, right? There was the Mario 40 side of things, and then there was just like the rest of Nintendo stuff. So it was very long. And I think maybe the length didn't help it in some ways. I think the Mario stuff was like pretty good. Not the most amazing thing ever, but still pretty good. There was a lot of fun stuff there. The actual then like Nintendo-y Direct part of it was like okay. I do think basically a lot of the stuff that they had was just a bit like thin, or it was things we already knew, or they didn't really actually talk much about stuff. Like they brought up Tomodachi Life is coming out. Like, oh, cool, we heard about this like half a year ago. Are we getting a load of info about the game? No. Like, so it was kind of weird that this game that they announced so long ago, and then like they didn't really give us like any like sort of substantive new info about it, really. And I just sort of felt like a lot of games are like that, where like they're ones we already know about. So like, okay, well, you're gonna tell us like something really big and deep and interesting about it? No, not really. And then some of the things again, like the Bonanza DLC, that's cool, but it did just kind of look like sort of like the equivalent of like the Balloon World thing for Odyssey, but like, hey, you can pay for it. Like that's just kind of what it looked like to me. Again, I don't have the game. Maybe it's an amazing mode, but. Pokotopia or Pokopia, or yeah, is it Pokotopia? Yeah, that did look like quite fun and interesting. Yeah, that was one of the more interesting things, because although I say there was a lot of like stuff that was kind of thin or whatever, there were then some like really cool things as well, like, oh, Samus has a bike, and like Pokotopia, there's like you can play as a Ditto, and stuff like that, and so I don't know, so then it was like there was a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, apparently there's a Mega Man thing that they didn't mention. Yes, that's true. But like, yeah, we didn't hear anything about like Mario Kart World, which was kind of interesting. I don't know, like it would have just been nicer to be like, and we're going to be adding these new courses or something for free. But anyway, that's Nihilego down. That's what happens when you don't disconnect from everyone. I don't know what happened. I do apologize. Again, I have only like disconnected from everyone like 4 or 5 times, would you say? So I do apologize that it happened today. The Virtual Boy, yeah, that was pretty amazing. I do hope you can just play the games like without it. I presume because like one of the things is like cardboard, that there won't be, you know. I hope you can just like play it in handheld, and that you don't actually need the peripherals. Because it'd be kind of nice to just play the games, but without needing to like have a screen 2 inches away from my eyes. But here we go. Hitmontop is a no. Celio is a Sealy no. Marshtomp. Why have we got all these blue Pokemon that have like purple on them? Well, I know the answer to that actually, but anyway, will we get the Golden Nihilego? No, dang. I mean, I did get a shiny last weekend, so I can't complain, but still, I'm on pretty bad luck with the Spinders right now, so it would kind of be good to, you know, have had a shiny here, but oh well. But yeah, but then there were some like really amazing and cool things or whatever. But it just, there were something, again, the thing about the Mario Galaxy thing, like the pricing, I wasn't happy. Like, it's sort of a bit annoying that to get a physical Galaxy 2, you have to like buy Galaxy 1 again for anyone who got Mario 3D All-Stars. Like, I don't really want to do that. But like, to buy it individually and digitally, it costs like $40, and it's like, well, I got a physical Mario All-Star, 3D All-Stars for 60, and you know, but like one game digitally is going to be 40. I know it's going to have like some Switch 2 enhancements, and it's got the Rosalina stuff, but still, again, given that, again, so like when people complained about the price of like the Legends ZA DLC pricing, I was like, 30 for the DLC, and that is probably actually quite good. At least compared to like Scarlet and Violet, but like 40 for like Mario Galaxy 2, like, and particularly given its price on the Wii U, I don't know. Avengers Nihilego Endgame was a success. Jill, thank you. That was a nice sort of fun super chat as well. Thank you, Jill. That's very kind. Have you figured out what 0920 was alluding to? Oh yeah, sorry, you did mention that earlier. Unless I'm getting my, no, wait. 0927 I know. 0920 I know 0922. I believe 0922 is a certain thing that's for someone connected to us. Unless it is 0920. Am I confusing 0920 for 0922? Sorry, this sounds very abstract now for anyone who 0927 okay, so 0927 is like a certain game that connects us, correct? 0920. Oh, it is Sarah's birthday. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for reminding me, because I for some reason I thought it was 22nd. Why did I think it was? Who's on the 22nd? I'm gonna have to look this up now. I thought Sarah was like 22nd. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for giving me that heads up. I could have sworn. Oh, this is all available on the internet now. Well, Zonda, this stream was going to have to be deleted, so you might lose those deletions. But anyway, Bark. So we'll talk more about the Direct tomorrow. We'll probably also talk about other things tomorrow, because this week has been a crazy week, y'all. And we didn't even talk about any of that stuff, but maybe we will tomorrow. But no, we'll get into the Direct tomorrow and stuff like that. But let's just, yeah, so, did you get any shinies? Not since last weekend. Nope, those are permanent. Oh, wait, what? Even if the thing is deleted? But then how can they say you had a mark on your account if what's there doesn't even exist? Okay, let's have a quick look. Quiet, relaxed, oh, so quiet. And Lax, another, wasn't the other Marshtomp Lax? Why is with all these Lax Marshtomps? Okay. I'm very confused. I'm gonna get 2 lax marsh stomps, because that's hilarious. Soiled it! I am sorry, Xander. I wish there was just a hide thing, because I didn't want to, like, delete. I didn't want to, like, give a strike or anything, but I just didn't want... I was like, hang on, that's, like, incorrect modding sort of thing. Like, the circumstances of the situation have been misunderstood. And so I just didn't... I just didn't want that there, but... watch this happen again. I know, I'll forget, and then it will happen again, and I do apologize. Does it actually, does it like hold you back in any way? Like, I don't mean that in a, like, I'm trying to wriggle out of anything here, but just like, okay, at least they have different stats. But look at that, they're both lax. But does it, like, does that be, like, you know, oh, you can't mod this person because they've had, you can't have this person be a mod for your channel because they've had comments be deleted? Because it's like, that's dumb if so, by the way. Where are my presidential pardon powers so that I can pardon Xander? Panda to Xander. Is that, like, public as well, or is it just, like, for you only? Anyway, 2 marsh stomps doing the Spider-Man pointing beam. Yes! Okay. Right, so chat. Anyway, that's all for today. I am gonna get some, like, lunch or dinner or whatever. I'm getting food. I'm gonna eat my most substantial meal of the day in a second, and then I will go back to the Spinder Horde hunting. Again, I am on... What is it? I'm currently on... basically... I'm like... I think 3,975 encounters right now, something like that. I might have added that up wrong. But I think I'm at about like 3,975, and it's 4,096. So I'm basically like 100 Spinder away from being mathematically owed a Spinder. I'm hoping I get it by the end of the day, but we shall see. Mods channel owner only. Okay, that's okay then. The question is, how many comments have I had deleted? That is the question. But no, tomorrow... But no, we've talked about a lot of things today. We did get... At least we did get to talk about the pre-order and DLC and stuff like that. We did get to talk about the megas. We did get to talk about chatting up girls using Xenoblade. I did get to say about how the mowing... the thing, I put mowing on here as a very early, ambitious chat topic, but then so many things have happened since, like, Tuesday that yeah, never mind. But okay. So please click like on the video if... Oh, how many like... on Lara said 22 earlier randomly, and I didn't know why, but I just realized that was the number of likes, wasn't it? Okay, so if we can have... Oh, okay. So I think we could maybe have like at least 23. When I said about the number of likes being at least 20, that was when it's 22. So maybe we could have at least 23 now, 24. I don't know. But if you haven't liked the video, now is an amazing time to do so, because I'm going to be turning this off in like 2 seconds. Please have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow is Flabébé Community Day. Good luck getting shiny Flabébés. I'm just going to get a few and then head back home, because I need to go out in the evening tomorrow anyway. But I'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is 11 a.m. Pacific, okay? So I do apologize for not giving more of a heads up for today being... I'm sorry I didn't confirm that today is definitely still at 11 a.m. because I did talk about possibly switching it, but tomorrow will definitely be at 11 a.m. and I need to go set up that stream now whilst that number is in my head. So if you haven't clicked like on the video, now is a great time to do so. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate the support. I also appreciate the huge number of super chats I had today. That was very kind and also very out of nowhere. So just thank you. So take care, lots of love, please stay safe, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll see you early tomorrow for Sunday.